Showtime.
I would think so.
All right. Well, first YouTube live. Good morning. All right. Y'all say hey to the people. Y'all ready?
We ready.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, live. We live on
We in there.
YouTube.
Can we see everybody?
Yeah, we live on YouTube.
Am I in the
Just hit
frame?
that
Do I
go
need to bring us
live.
in a little closer?
Now we live on YouTube. Hit that live on.
How's that?
I can come down on.
Yeah, you come
Okay.
down because it's on us. Because when Rona come, you can get up there because then
Are you already rolling on there?
Yes. All right, we rolling. We getting set up. YouTube. This is live. This is my first live. Hi, everybody. We had to, get set up and we're getting started. Here we go.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Welcome. Make sure our volume is good.
We're going to check the volume, everybody.
Make sure we are good. We are live this morning. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
It's beautiful today. It really is.
Yes.
And we are
All
live.
right.
All right. We got
We are
volume.
live. Can everybody hear us clearly?
I just checked. I hear it.
Good morning, everybody. So, this morning, we're going to talk about relationships, right? So, before we do that, we're going to do a proper introduction, and then we'll get into our topic.
Woo!
We're going to have some fun, and then we'll explain our gear that we have on, and we'll go from there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's get deep into the details. I am Deandra Washington. Everybody calls me Dee, better known as Dee, right?
Hey, Dee.
And I'm your fitness coach, fitness inspiration, and I am here to share some pointers, tips, educate you on just different topics, different things that I have experienced with clients over the 24 years that I have been training. And I feel like it will help somebody. It will help a lot of somebody's. So here we go. Let's get into it.
Well, I'm Shanta Spikes, and guess what? I train with Dee. Yes, so I started training with Dee literally 20 years ago. Then life happened. I was working, and then I came back in 2024. It was one of my goals for myself, not necessarily a New Year's goal. It was just a goal for me. My health is my wealth. And so I said, let me do it. Started, and I have enjoyed every moment, even when she kicks my butt. And I get the pleasure of getting to work out with other like-minded people like
Misty. I'm Misty Murray. I have been training with Dee since 2017, I believe, or 2018? 2017. Yeah. It's got a decent amount of time. I have been a hairdresser for 17 years. So for me, like, my physical well-being kind of goes hand in hand with my career. It's like a very necessary part of my job. So Dee's really helped me with a lot of that.
I'm excited. We here. We on YouTube, y'all, for the first time.
For the first time, so YouTube.
On February 1st for the first time.
Yes, and Instagram we're coming the next time. All right. So for my Instagram people, you could go over to the YouTube or you could go to my Facebook. YouTube, bear with us. This is my first one, so we're excited to be here today. First, let's get everybody in that's watching out there. We want to see, are you Team Eagles or Team Chiefs? Let's see. Get in the comments.
Team Falcons.
You Falcons too.
Yeah.
Wait. You gotta rise up. Let me see. Bam. Okay. Woo.
All things ATL.
Okay. And of course, I am a Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan for some reason. I don't know.
We don't know why she's a Chiefs fan, but we're not here to judge.
Look, I've been a Chiefs fan for quite some years now. I like the consistency of the team. The coach is a genius. So I have now no shade to the Falcons.
No shade. We got our first no shade for today.
As soon as you said consistency, I knew the Falcons were not in the running.
I would like our consistency would be inconsistent. We are consistent with being inconsistent.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna take the points in the count.
Okay, but I watch the Falcons and everything, but the Chiefs is where it's at. So you team Chiefs or you team Eagles? All right, I got my Eagles fans should be here in just a moment.
Yes.
Life.
I would say I'm a Chiefs. I would be a Chiefs fan in that sense of that particular game. I would be.
Okay. So you gonna go for the Chiefs?
I'm gonna go for the Chiefs.
And I'm gonna go for the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay.
for the Eagles.
Half and half.
Only because I gotta go for the opposite team. It's two of y'all for the Chiefs, and it'll be two of us for the Eagles
Right, that's
when Rona gets here. But
That's right.
Rona can handle the Eagles all by herself.
That's right. Now Griselda, she's MIA today. She had death in the family, so just keep her in your prayers. And she is an Eagles fan, so she's
from
Eagles.
Philly, so it makes sense.
Yes. And then Kirsten is under the weather today, so she couldn't join us today.
Oh.
But Rona will be here shortly. Believe me, and she will make an entrance.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna cheer for the Eagles because the Falcons are birds and the Eagles
There
are
you go.
birds. I'm just trying to
There
find
you
a
go.
reason to
Yeah,
support
yeah.
them. I'm just trying to find.
Well,
a
I
reason.
don't have to change colors, so it's
I'm
all
trying to
good.
want the
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
out. You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
finding a reason to support somebody other than
Right.
the
They
Falcons.
said you should have worn your chili outfits. I'll wait on that one. I'll wait.
You got a cheerleader outfit?
Oh my gosh. She got a cheerleader outfit, y'all.
All right, okay.
We're gonna have to
We done
beat them
played
back.
around.
Beat them back. We're gonna have to beat them back. They gonna want these. They want to know about your relationship.
Dog.
Clean us out. Oh my gosh.
All
But
right.
we need to get into the details, y'all. We hear about these relationships. Come on now. We hear about
Don't
these
make me blush
relationships.
today, y'all. Nobody, don't make me blush. Okay, we're gonna have some fun. Tag somebody for me because I need the
I
people
shared
to tag.
already.
My people said, "D tag me."
Okay, who we tagging? What's that? What?
It's
As a little girl, London. Y'all know London, the little girl on social media. What their name is? I love London.
All right, y'all. Give me a second. It's live.
We're gonna tag some folks. We're gonna get this. But we gotta talk about relationships, y'all.
Yes, we do.
All kind of relationships. What kind of
We do.
relationships? All
right.
These gonna ask us
Let me
some
just-
tough
It might be.
questions.
It might be that.
Got it.
I gotta make sure.
Okay, we trying to get
Share
the
this with
people
your
on here.
friends. Come on in, guys. Share this with your friends. Click your hearts. Click the like button.
I'm checking. I'm tagging people.
Share. We're gonna get into this deep.
I'm excited.
Yes. Relationships. So just to get started out before I pose the question, relationships. So I know you guys think when I say relationships, you're thinking just with people, but I'm gonna go deeper than that. And we're gonna talk about relationships with people, with food, drink, etc. And how it relates to your overall health and wellness. Oh, dang you, look at those fireworks. Yay. Yes, so it's a very important topic. I think if you hear this and it gets to the point where it gets sensitive, these are things that I've had to help clients with throughout the years. And then I wanted to share this with you guys. So let's get started. So my question was to my panel, and make sure I say it correctly. What does the word relationship mean to you? And how does that relate to your overall health and wellness?
That's a hard question. Was it tough for you to think?
It was, but then it was like I kind of thought more so about my relationship to myself, and like how I always think that if I have a healthy relationship to myself, then I'm better able to have healthy relationships with others from that perspective. But it starts with me, That was more my thought process.
I like that.
I like that too. I think I'm gonna second that touchdown,
Mhm.
field goal, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
I think for me, and I was listening to a lady just recently. She says any kind of ship you're in, it should be getting you to the next place in life or the next phase in life, or it'd be something positive. And I agree. First, I must have a good relationship with myself, because I have to take care of me. In order for me to take care of me and to take care of others, I have to make sure I'm okay. It's almost like when you're flying and they say put your mask on first
Before
then
you help
can
others.
help someone else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do think the types of relationships you have do impact your health, whether it be temporary, whether it be long term. But I think relationships are important for life, because life, you move from different, it's like a journey, and you move from different place to place and different things and different phases. So I do think if you're in a good space, in a good relationship, whether it be with yourself or others, it can impact your self-esteem,
Absolutely.
what you eat, what you do and don't do, what you
Mhm.
drink,
Mhm.
and it can be temporary,
Yeah.
or it can be long term, from a moment of ecstasy and then to depression. So I think
Yeah.
it can range. But I'm glad I got a good
That's good
relationship with
stuff.
you.
Yes. I appreciate that.
I do. I'm
That's
glad.
good stuff right there. You just said what I had written down. I don't have anything to say now.
Yes, you do. You got a lot to
No,
say.
just kidding.
It's like just to
Yeah.
kind of add on her point a little bit, like, and you and I have similar jobs in that we are required to feed into others a lot, and so I think it's important, especially if you have a career in either like a caregiver role or like in a service role, that you constantly keep yourself in a good state of mind so that you can continue to give to others.
Absolutely.
You bring up a good point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because literally, for me, excuse me, my hairdresser, my trainer, they're like therapy.
Yeah.
They are like your therapist. So
Yeah.
I think it is important for you all too to have a good relationship with yourself and with the things you do, and even the people you're around. Because I do think some of the people you're around can impact
Absolutely.
your relationships.
You are the company you keep.
Absolutely.
You know.
That's true.
And I always say this too. Like if you're in a room, it doesn't matter what room, but if the people that you're around, if those people don't inspire you to be better, or they're not doing something that you admire, or they're not working towards a goal that you look at and you say, wow, they're really getting after it, then like you're around the wrong people.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely. And did you tell people what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that.
Okay.
I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah.
I'll say it again, but yeah, I've been doing hair a long time.
She
So
said she a
Yes,
hairdresser.
I
That
thought you
is
were more
good.
than a hairdresser. She's a celebrity. So.
Okay. Let's not get carried away. But I mean, yeah, I've done some things. I'm leaving for Fashion Week on Monday, New York Fashion Week. So I'll be in New York all next week.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing shows, so I'm excited about that.
Awesome. That is your passion.
Yes.
That's your passion. That's a strong word. That's
Yeah.
a passion.
Yeah.
Because that's something that you love to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I do.
Absolutely. And you make people beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my ladies just touched on everything, right? And so being that I posed that question to them, and I think I posed that question to you guys on the post, on the reel that I made a couple of days ago. And so we do know that I wanted to, of course, give you feedback from experiences, but I also wanted to, you always go to the source, and define what a relationship is. And of course, it is two or more concepts, objects, or people that are connected. Okay, so notice I said objects or people. So, and concepts. So it is so important. We'll start talking about just how do you distinguish between a healthy relationship and an unhealthy relationship. So first I want to start with healthy relationships with people. And my lady said it, they can be positive, they can be negative, and especially when you're trying to, you have a goal in mind, right? And you're trying to reach a goal, you want to surround yourself with positive people. And I think that is so important. That's so important because that impacts you. It impacts your, your emotions, right? Your thoughts, how you behave. And so it is important to, anytime you're trying to reach a goal, whether it's to start a new business, whether it's to start your fitness journey, hey, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain healthy weight, whatever it is you're trying to do. Maybe you want to do some type of fitness competition, some type of race or anything like that. And when you have people surrounding you whom support you, and they're giving you, great feedback, maybe even constructive criticism, because your friends are going to tell you, and they're going to tell you with kindness and love. So I think that's also a healthy relationship. So they might not always tell you exactly what you want to hear. I think that's, I think that's just as important, right?
Having people around you that will speak truth to you
Mhm.
is really important.
Mhm.
Because we all go through things, and I've definitely had times where where I've gone through some hard times, and I've had some people be like, "Hey, are you okay? Is everything all right?" So it's important to have those people that will just check in with you and be truthful with you and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Absolutely, absolutely. And healthy relationships are crucial for your overall health, and well-being. So they're so important because we have relationships with people. That's just what it is. Unless you're just in this, just in the bubble. You're going to have relationships with people whom you work with. When you go to the gym, there's people there. You always want to be courteous and kind. You never know what people are going through. So you establish relationships in life. That's a part of life. And that's why this topic is so important, because I will break down to you, how do you establish a healthy relationship? Communication, always be able to communicate, exactly, how you feel without not being rude or unkind.
We got one of our other
the Eagles fan is
the Eagle has
entering
landed.
the building.
The Eagle has landed.
The Eagle
The Eagle
has landed.
landed.
Okay.
Everybody,
And we're gonna pause the live for a minute on relationships because I need y'all to see these boots. Okay.
The
Eagle.
This is a whole
time out.
We got a whole outfit.
Let's go time out. Bring it on in, Rhonda. Bring it in.
She from the hair,
okay,
to the shoes.
Can we get you in on the
Oh
line?
my God.
Okay. We got it. Oh yeah.
Y'all
Put the
look.
boots. Cross the legs over. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
she did not come to play.
Yes.
So for all my Eagles fans, there it is.
There it is. Super Bowl NOLA.
What we blowing, Rhoda?
NOLA.
Whistle.
It's good. Blow the whistle.
Yes.
Good morning.
That's an entrance.
Even the green braids.
Yeah, those are everything.
She is
gotta love
all
it.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Okay, so before we move on, we're gonna allow Rona to answer the question that she received from her trainer. Did you study your book? No,
She's gonna read the question, and
I'm gonna read the question.
I'm always ready, so there you'll know it's not rehearsed.
Relationship.
Okay.
What does that word mean to you, and how does it relate to your overall health and wellness?
Oh, nice. Relationship has several connotations. Off the top of my head, I talk about food in my relationships. I talk about work in the relationship. I'm not even going to go to having a husband. That's not even important because we know what that relationship is. But we're just talking about a relationship with life, a relationship with your surroundings, relationship with the people you surround yourself with. So for me in life, everything that I participate in and that I do, I try to embrace a relationship with it so that there's no effort.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. Awesome. And so we're getting down to, now we want to talk about unhealthy relationships. Okay. And this is touchy because I want to make sure I hit it right. Okay. So unhealthy relationships are unhealthy for your body. Okay, so I have had clients that have been, of course, have gone through breakups, divorces, abuse, even that, death, even because you could call that unhealthy. And I have had to, in the place of when you hear coach, personal trainer, personal fitness coach, whatever, however you want to call it, I deal with people going through things in their life. So it's so beyond just me just putting them through a workout. People go through stuff. So I must be there to, pretty much just listen, sometimes just to listen and know how I'm going to work them through this change and era in their life. So unhealthy relationships, I must say, an unsupportive partner. If you have a partner that is not supporting you in your goals, how is that going to make you feel? So now you feel depressed because the person that you care about sometimes the most in your life is not there for you. That puts you in a depressive state. And so thank you guys for throwing up the likes, throw up the hearts. Thank you so much. Share this with your friends. This really might help someone. And it starts to defeat you, right? And it's hard for you to reach your goals when you feel depressed. And that even might lead you to like being sick and not feeling well because the person that you thought was going to be there for you is not there for you. And so I just feel like that's definitely unhealthy situation. And then I want to move to, which is one, I think that is big, abuse. I'm not going to stay on that long because we're going to get back to that later. But if you're in an abusive relationship, we already know that's unhealthy because you're going to be, you're going to be sad and depressed a lot. And so when you're sad and depressed, some people either overeat or they don't eat, or they eat and it comes back. That's a deep topic. Also, we're going to go on that. We're going to continue that on our next slide. And then when they overeat, they start to put on weight, and then they start to feel even worse because now, guess what? They're looking at themselves in the mirror, and now they're not feeling good at all. Mm-hmm. And so that takes them into a deeper depression because you're not going to overeat on rice cakes, right? Like you're going to overeat on bad stuff. Like, I won't say bad stuff. I'm going to take that word back. Not so healthy stuff, okay? Like you'll sit there, ice cream and, just chocolate, this is sweets, anything like that that's, considered your unhealthy food because it's a comfort for a lot of people, right? It's called a comfort food. And you sit there and you eat because you're depressed and then you don't even care no more. You're like, well, what am I doing all this for? And you get into that deep depression, okay? And that's where you must lift yourself up. You must call that positive person that you have a relationship with in your life. And you must have conversation, communication with that person to help build you up. You always need that person. So that goes back into using that positive person in your life to help you, to lift you back up. And sometimes it's not always easy. It takes time. I've seen these things. I've seen this stuff play out in real life, in real time, and that I've helped people through, some of the most sensitive times in their lives. And I have been there. I have been that positive reinforcement. There's never a judgment. That's another thing. Your healthy relationships never judge you. Correct? Mm-hmm. And they're always going to be there for you because guess what? None of us are exempt from anything that negative that can happen in our lives. None of us are exempt. I can tell you from my very own experiences how going through those negative things like divorce, anything like that, will have a negative impact on your life. You might not even notice it at the time, but over a period of time, you're like, oh my gosh, that's why I was feeling that way, and then it could affect how your body changes. Say you're trying to, you're trying to get fit, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to tone, you're trying to build muscle. If you're stressed, that's going to slow that process down. And we'll get into why, because of the hormones, cortisol. We'll get into that on the next slide. I don't want to, delve into that too much. Okay. So, but anyways, and so those are just unhealthy relationships. Anybody that is just not supportive of you. And I think that's the main thing. I always want to surround myself with people who support me, genuinely support me, genuinely love me, genuinely care for me, right? And then we use that, the love word because it's a part of caring for someone, not as in love as in a romantic type of relationship, okay? So to see that, and also it causes psychological stress. It gets to the mind, right?
Yes.
And we know what the central nervous system controls the entire body, right? And so it starts with your way of thinking, your thoughts of the day. And it's like you're moving slowly. You need that positive reinforcement. So I do think that I don't want to, stay on the negative too long, but just those things will show you when you need to remove yourself from a negative environment. Just those things. I think unsupport, that's the main thing. For me, that is the main thing. And, never, I always know what you're worth, right? I always know what you're worth.
And add tax.
And, right, and add tax.
I like that.
Okay? Your worth is what? Non-negotiable.
Yes.
Okay? So can we put that in the comments?
Yes.
Your worth is non-negotiable. That's what it is. I always say, surround yourself with people or things that serve you, that's going to grow you, that's going to celebrate you. Can I say that again? That's going to celebrate you.
That's huge.
And, oh my gosh, because it's a season for every one of us. Correct. And so I think that is so important. And if those people are not helping you grow, helping you, serving you, they're not being supportive of you, just kind of, push away from